Greetings, sacred earth angelics of the 144 codes of the New Eden, of the Admon Kadmon, of the Heros Gamos. We are ascending and rising through these intergalactic, multidimensional waves of activation, flowing into this realm, into the field, preparing and activating us all in this great awakening, this great shift of consciousness, this quantum leap from the wisdom, from the gnosis, into the luminous, the luminosity, the brilliance of our indestructible diamond bodies of eternal life and eternal light here now, in this sacred vessel, through the rainbow bridge of our fully activated 12 multidimensional chakra system. This is what the ancient Essenes called the coat of many colors, or the cloak of many colors. And this is also prophecy of the rainbow tribes of every nation coming together in divine union to usher in the sacred golden age for all sentient beings of pure consciousness. Every day now, the higher dimensional 5D and higher waves are flowing into this realm, into our physical vessels, and into the crystalline core of Pachamama, into our 0-point energy, the still white magnetic light at the center of your vessel, your holy temple, your sacred avatar, preparing us for this great leap, this great awakening for all humanity. Today, Helios, our powerful sun, released a very powerful solar flare, a C 7.4, with a coronal mass ejection, Earth-facing, heading towards the Earth, that should reach us in 2 to 3 days, so the 9th or the 10th. And this energy that is traveling towards Pachamama is to prepare us and Gaia for the 12-12 portal, into the 14 eclipse, into the 21 solstice. If you haven't watched yet, check out the video we released yesterday on the age of Aquarius activation for this winter solstice. We are connecting and reaching critical mass, the 100th monkey, to where together we will create and manifest what many are calling the event. And this means many things to many people. So whatever your visions are, hold that in your heart center and let go into that stillness. Hold it for a 73 count. Whatever New Earth means to you, whatever the event means to you, whatever your vision holds, whatever you would like to see, hold that for a 73 count, 73 seconds, and then let go. Become totally still in body, mind, and spirit. Transform into the dragon and swallow the whole universe. This is the power of our co-creating abilities and the power of the kingdom of heaven within. And feel into it now and let go into that feeling. Aho. I'd like to take a moment before we get started with today's transmissions and thank everyone for your pledges and support on Patreon, and let you all know that you have a couple days to sign up. If you pledge $20 or more, you'll be put into a drawing to receive one of these sacred goddess angel dolls made by the hands of my sacred condor, my divine feminine goddess. So you can watch the video that we posted yesterday, and you could purchase these on lunagoddessart.com. I'll put the link in the description below, and thank you, Angels of the Light, that purchased the dolls yesterday from my divine counterpart. And each one is encoded with the divine union codes. So if you'd like to support our work and our mission of the eagle and the condor, you can make a pledge at patreon.com/prime disclosure. Okay, now let's get rolling. So from spaceweather.com, the solar flare, the C7 class solar flare coming from Sunspot AR2790, December 7th at 1632 UTC. The UV radiation from the flare caused a minor shortwave radio blackout over South America. It reports that it may have released a CME in our direction, a coronal mass ejection, but from other sources are saying it definitely did, and they should reach the Earth by the 9th or 10th. Sohila reports 1212 portal energies. We got another wave of 5D light incoming. The new light frequencies are supporting us. So beautiful and powerful. Feel that energy. It's so beautiful. This is our restoration period. Deep healing and cleansing. Meditate at least a few minutes each day because it helps you reconnect to source energy and allow the light codes to come to you. And I always teach students to allow yourself, if you can, to feel whatever it is you're feeling, to allow that energy to flow through you, to not resist what you're feeling inside your vessel, to allow it to integrate, to allow it to transform, and allow it to anchor in to the crystalline core of Pachamama. And from Cosmic Gateway, this was the most significant Schumann activity we've had for about a month, and also another solar flare. How are you feeling? The need for so much sleep? For weeks now, the need to stop, lay down, rest, nap, meditate has been absolutely imperative. The senses that our bodies are trying to do, so much clearing and light integration, so that we can hold steady through the next phase of the planet ascension. Also repeatedly heard yesterday, rest as much as you can now, because soon there's going to be so much happening, you'll not have time. Big preparation for the ground crew who chose to be here during this time to help people understand the big global changes about to kick off. As if 2020 hasn't been bonkers enough, wait until the finale. With great importance to your energy field, clear as much as possible, being very conscious of your boundaries, physically, energetically, social media too. You may also be feeling the need to detox physically, mentally, emotionally, karmically, energetically, so that you can enter into a new cycle, free of the old. And that's from Cosmic8way.com, Alicia Brash. And from disclosurenews.it, we have a major whiteout blast on the Schumann charts, power 35 today. The code of 8, the energy of 8, which symbolizes heaven and eternity, the eternal light, the eternal life. And reporting from Disclosure News, today's activity started at 13 UTC, with a sudden decrease of the frequency which reached 7.47 Hz at 1430 UTC, and later around 7.60 Hz. The amplitude also started the movements at 13 UTC, 13 of the Divine Goddess, with today's maximum of power 35 at 1430 UTC. So again, the 8 is encoded in the time, so we have 8-8. Lion's Gate with the Lyran energy, the courage of the heart of the lion, which we're all being activated for this great mission. 818 coming in of the 17 into the 8 again. We had 168 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours, the most powerful 5.4 magnitude in the Philippines on the Ring of Fire today. We also had a 4.6 earlier today at 6:43 UTC in the Philippines. And then several activations with the Atlantean energy in the U.S. Virgin Islands with a 3.5 and then a 3.4. So we have the 8, the 7, and the 3.2, and then a 3.4 into the 5, 7 again. Tonopah, Nevada, 3.5. Another 8 energy, 8 kilometers depth, 88. We had a 4.2 in Ami, Japan, 63 kilometers, 6 into the 9, Alaska, and the higher crown, Prudhoe Bay, 3.7, 37 into the 73, 1010 portal, Heaven on Earth, south of Fiji Islands on the Ring of Fire and the Tropic of Capricorn. We had a 4.8 with the 12 of the Divine Goddess at 1110 UTC, 111, 21.699 latitude, 179.245 longitude. So we have the 9999, the double helix of the sky beings, the star nation, 602 kilometers depth, very deep, also encoded with the 8, many 8s coming in today. Argentina and the sacred portal, again on the Tropic of Capricorn, and in the sacred portal of our sacred Andes Mountains, the home of our divine condor with a 4-4 activation, 198 kilometers depth, 1142 UTC. So we have the 8, 8, and 8, 888. And then in Vanuatu, 4.6, another 3.3 in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Papua New Guinea, 4.5 just south of the equator, 4.371 latitude, 152.805 longitude, 1552 UTC. We have the 13, the 9, 13 of the Divine Goddess, the 9 of the Council of 9, and the 37, 71. Sandpoint, Alaska, and the Crown of Lemuria with a 3.9, 12 energy, connecting us to the 1212 portal. And then in Solomon Islands, the Sun of the Moon, 5.1. That is the divine union of the Shakti and the Shiva. Then in the heart of Lemuria, Hawaii, 3.2. And then a 3.0. Volcano Islands of Japan, 5.3. Another 8 code. And then again, a 5.0 in Japan. Peru in the sacred portal. In the Andes Mountains, the Kundalini of Pachamama, 4.1. Dominican Republic, just south of the Tropic of Cancer, with the Atlantean energy, 3.1. Colombia, South America, the northern part of South America, with the Mayan energies, 5.1. Costa Rica and Central America, 4.5. Again, the Council of 9 energies. And then in Myanmar, on the Indian border, the border of India, Moniwa, 5.1. 91 kilometers depth, 514 UTC, 22.191 latitude, 94.38 longitude. Again, today, the whole ring of fire is being totally lit up, totally activated. All portals are open to the divine, and all portals within our sacred vessel are activated and open and taking in the highest light codes of eternity. We start today's first transmission from Sparks of Divine Light Healing. This weekend we will begin a series of cosmic events that will lead us into 2021. Saturday we're going to kick things off with the 1212 portal. Sunday is the peak of the Geminids meteor shower, and Monday we have our new moon, also a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. We also have some powerful waves of galactic energies that are continuing to come in stronger and stronger. The 1212 portal really is the final gateway of the year and is preparing us for the winter solstice. Jupiter and Saturn are also continuing to move closer and closer together as they prepare to make their solstice merge. The 1212 portal will be bringing with it tons of light codes that will activate your light body. Your light body is your MerKaBa. This is Egyptian and is translated Mer, light, Ka, soul, Ba, body. MerKaBa, our light body, is our true form and what we must activate to achieve ascension. We are very much in this space between the lunar and solar eclipse. This is a powerful eclipse window. We can be using these energies in powerful ways as the light codes are continuing to stream in. Right now we are clearing a lot of old density and will continue to for the rest of the month. That's why doing so much healing and clearing of our energy is so needed. This week may feel a little like the calm before the storm. It very much is. We are going through a big transformation right now as we integrate so many upgrades so fast. The real change is occurring within you as your DNA is activating. You may be having spiritual experiences, intense dreams, or even deja vu from all these energies. It's very important that you're letting the universe guide you at this point. Pay attention to the signs you're receiving. The Geminids are not your typical meteor shower. Our planet is passing through the dust and debris from an asteroid. Most meteor showers come from comets, not asteroids. We can expect fireballs in even blue, yellow, red, and green shooting stars. Once again, it will be raining stars this weekend. The Geminids are considered the best meteor shower of the year. Monday's solar eclipse will take us into the last 2 weeks of 2020. You have to know it's going to end on a spectacular note. From sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. And today from Isis Channelings, Eclipse Gateway plus Goddess Gateway, Vesica Pisces, Fire Water equal new feline codes of creation, 2112 solstice. We will birth the new via our solar plexus and sacral when the fiery flames of power and passion in action meet the deep watery depths of emotion, intuition, womb, wisdom, and creativity. Will fire power ego, vaporize water, or will water, unhealed karmic patterns and patriarchal attitudes, extinguish fire, or will we meet in balance at 0 point as equal forces, as forces of new creation based on power that is grounded in grace, humility, womb wisdom, and freedom and sovereignty that comes from healing and learning the karmic lessons. Exactly where we are now as the Eclipse Gateway, Fire, Solar, November 30th through December 14th, overlaps the Goddess Gateway, Sacral Water, December 12th through the 21st, climaxing with the birth of the new Sun, Horus, on solstice, which coincides with a great conjunction of Jupiter, Horus, new Sun, Sun, and Saturn, Lord of Karma and Time. Have we learnt our karmic lessons and ready to move into a new timeline? At 0 point, 0 degrees Aquarius, the white feline codes of new creation, blueprint, drawn up via the feline beings of Lyra, Andromeda, and Sirius, which were seated during the Sun-Sirius conjunct in the chamber of Horus on the 4th of July 2020 and dispensed via the Lion's Gate 8-8 and integrated by us, the Sentinels of God Goddess, via the Isis Pyramid womb on the dark moon of August 18th, which we have been carrying as light codes within our physical body, gestation, pregnant with light codes, are now ready to be birthed in this intense Vesica Pisces of Eclipse, Fire, plus Goddess Gateway, Water, Sacral, culminating on the 21st of December. If you have had the feeling of carrying more weight than usual, particularly in the solar, sacral region, you will now begin to feel lighter as we have begun the process of shedding, anchoring, birthing these light codes of new creation, feline blueprint. You were the channels, conduits, birthing passage of this great birthing, of this new blueprint, the rainbow blueprint. The rainbow blueprint codes of new creation have been drawn out by the white felines under the guidance of Thoth, creation wisdom, emerald sun, and Seshat, as also one of the archetypes of current Venus, Inanna cycle in the Gemini archetype, which coincidentally happens to be at solar plexus on her current shamanic journey as Inanna and will enter sacral chakra on 12/12. Coincidence much? Yes, Venus Inanna will hold space at both solar plexus for the Eclipse Gateway and sacral during the Goddess Gateway of 12/21, birthing passage of the new Sun, Light, Horus. The other representatives of the Gemini meta-goddess apart from Seshat are Athena, wisdom and strategy, Ishel, midwife and womb wisdom, and Iris, the rainbow goddess. We are being assisted in this birthing, anchoring by goddess Sekhmet, transmutation of the old via the solar fire, and goddess Bast, the gateway goddess who assists with releasing the old traumas, death, and bringing in the new blueprint, birth. Seeing lots of cats lately? It is important to navigate this Vesica Pisces of the eclipse and the goddess gateway with intention and awareness. We are balancing a transmutation, old karma of patriarchy, and healing the ancestral and karmic wounds, and also be transmitting out like a spider's web, grandmother spider, wise woman, the new codes of creation. So keep your focus. What all needs to be transmuted? Release all old toxic and stagnant energy and lower emotions. Get the flow moving. What are you birthing? A timeline of grace, kindness, compassion, integrity, and courage, where all sentient expressions of life force energy and their interconnectedness as one, Gaia and her offspring, are revered, honored, and protected in accordance with God's will, Blue Ray, and Ma'at's principles of truth, justice, balance, harmony, and morality, from isischannelings.wordpress.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. To walk the sacred path is indeed the highest calling. It means living it from the depths of your heart and core of your soul, with total dedication, with unconditional love. The most ancient of all prayers and affirmations are I am forgiveness and unconditional love. When a soul is called and lifted into the highest paths, it cannot walk the lower paths anymore. It has been lifted up the spiral and into the higher tiers where all is one. It has risen and now is lifted into the higher dimensional state where the sacred path unfolds as the soul is ready to live this. The sacred path reveals the power of love, the omniversal power of love. It is a sacred path, ever deeper into the unfolding and remembering of what love in its purest form means, its omniversal form. All is now stripped away, which was impure, which was false. The soul itself now experiences omniversal love in the highest degrees and becomes this. During this time of mass awakening, those souls who truly are now ready to be lifted beyond the known and into the highest sacred paths will find that everything within them goes through quantum leaps of changes, as all now disintegrates which no longer serves them. This is purification in the highest degrees. So many souls have returned and have been prepared for many lifetimes for this exact moment. Yet even from those now called in the fullest awakening, very few souls ever rise into the most sacred paths, mainly because they tend to allow themselves to be pulled back into the old instead of totally leaving all behind and allowing themselves to be resurrected and transfigured into the totally new. The sacred path indeed embraces the full remembrance of the truth of who and what the soul and truth is. It embraces the divinity within and thus knows itself sacred. Such is the immense power and gift of this time for those souls who are ready now to step fully into the fullness and truth of their own soul and highest and most sacred path as revealed. From JudithKusel.com and from Divine Bro Star of the Light, David Alexander Lightfoot. Energy Update, the final countdown to a new world. No, I am not talking about any doomsday, but the beginning and rise of a new world of higher light frequency and love, also called the fifth dimension, where all life on planet Earth is going to ascend to. This month on December 2020 is a crucial month in human and Earth history, where we will make a shift into higher consciousness and leaving the lower vibration consciousness that held humanity back in growth for thousands of years. It has already started, and we will receive so much love and light frequencies. All is going to change within and outside us. December 21st is named as the date all is going to happen, but this is in Earth time. It already started, and our sun is going to send us these cosmic new energies that will help support to break down all lower frequencies. Did you know on our planet was created being fifth dimensional, but humanity believed it would be interesting to lower our frequency and investigate the more dense 3D realm? This was a trap by lower dark beings, and we lost all memory of being spiritual energy beings coming from a divine realm, being connected to Source and the entire universe. In the lower consciousness energy field of 3D, we were used, abused, controlled, hurt in so many ways we all can relate to, not only in this life but also the many lives we had before. The awakening process has been long and hard for many who dared to be way showers of light. Throughout our many past lives, we gathered knowledge and wisdom, preparing us for this time, to break with the past now to help shift our planet and humanity back to 5D. We see the energetic battle in the world where lower consciousness is being dissolved by higher light frequency consciousness, bringing truth to all that is not serving our highest and best interest. Humanity has been lied to, abused, and denied real truth and wisdom for thousands of years. We are all one, we are all love, and we are connected to everything and everyone. Our governments, big corporations, tech companies, religions, they are still conspiring against humanity as they want to stay in control and stop us from awakening to real truth of who we are and where we come from. We are part of a quantum field and are multidimensional beings. We are awake now, and it has not been an easy path to walk, to choose to be sovereign, to be different, to think outside of the box and believe in ourselves, not following the masses. To stand up for ourselves makes us superheroes. To choose love and light over and over again, even after going through the most difficult situations we'd rather not talk about. All what is happening now in the world around C-19, the lies, the control, the abuse, the discrimination, it is here to shake up the rest of the world, to wake up the rest of the world. It is not easy to navigate through all this as emotions are running high everywhere. However, we need to choose to stay calm, to work on ourselves, do inner work releasing all grief, pain, anger, frustration, and be the observer. We cannot change others, only ourselves. We are not responsible for waking up others. Everyone else has to make their own choice and awakening. How everything will look in the last 2 weeks of December and coming months of 2021 depends on what timeline we choose, so it is best to be in the now moment, knowing all will work out fine and is divinely guided. Many battles have been fought and love already won. Our future is looking bright. It is our time to shine, to reconnect with Source, God, the universe, the divine and angelic realm we are all part of. We are getting so much support from our cosmic and galactic family, our light brothers and sisters that are helping with this big shift. It will be the most awesome December celebration month ever. With heart blessings, David Alexander Lightfoot. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru. 7 days until the total solar eclipse. Can you feel the energy rising? Now that you're halfway through the eclipse doorway of opportunity, it's time to refine your focus and set your sights on the next 7 days. You'll be releasing old patterns and limitations in readiness for the eclipse, which washes away any remaining energy toxicity of 2020. The eclipse brings instant release, but you've got to do the work first to bring the debris of your old patterns to the surface so that the eclipse energy can wash it through. Eclipses are like opening up the cupboard on everything that you've been putting away mindlessly over the months or years. From ElizabethPeru.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. You are quickly being ushered away from the past and into bliss and emotional fulfillment. Trust that the emotional and cellular releasing is bringing you peace and an evolved union of the soul. Continue walking away through this lunar eclipse cycle. Perception and partnership choices is becoming more accurate as you continue walking over the bridge home. Spells are broken that attracted partners that weren't ready to commit to a divine union. These entities were third-party karmics serving separation. You are clear that you want only an ascended king, queen, counterpart, your evolved equivalent. The Most High is divinely intervening today, ensuring this cycle and loop is broken for good. He is here to end the toxic debris of the seed point of karma in the Adam and Eve bloodline for good. We are ready to birth the new human race of the Messiah, our kingdom God. This is destiny. Prepare, brides of Christ, for your bridegrooms. The Holy Spirit is with you, and your new beginning of an unconditionally loving, loyal, and sincere union. Retaliation is over. This is the end of the devil in your life for good. God has spoken. It's time for the next step forward in God's plan for His chosen Holy Grail unions. All praises to the Most High. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Mercury in Sagittarius, semi-square Pluto in Capricorn. Venus in Scorpio, sesquiquadrant, Chiron retrograde in Aries. Pallas enters Aquarius. Our fears could get the better of us as the god of mind and communication runs into Pluto, lord of the underworld. But maybe we just need to look again, because what is asked of us isn't as hard as it seems. Honoring our truth empowers us. Being willing to release old concepts and viewpoints puts a stop to obsessing and relentlessness. The unsteady connection between Venus and Chiron shows that deep down a fear of rejection or hurt is driving everything else. Heal your heart. Pallas entering Aquarius offers us new ways of approaching our problems. Note that Pallas will be covering ground she first covered in May this year, so watch for deja vu and repeating patterns. The best strategy, she says, is to think outside of the box. Visualize the future you would like to create, then take action. Bring on board your allies, spiritual and human. Celebrate your difference, because this is your strength. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from Gaia Portal. Fellows of the land, inspire the artisans of light. Realities merge onto the single line. Streaming visions set the paths. Humanity thrives. From GaiaPortal.wordpress.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 253, Red Rhythmic Skywalker. Rhythmic is the name for the number 6, and its keywords are equality, balance, and organize. The 6th day stresses the importance of walking that fine line, grounding yourself and checking that you are currently balanced. Take care of the practicalities, no matter how mundane. Having our heads in the clouds all the time can lead to instability. Find your rhythm and you'll be able to strut your stuff more effectively. Today is Red Skywalker, and the keywords associated with it are explore, space, and wakefulness. If you have been yearning to try something new, then today is a great day to be a little brave. Go on an adventure and expand your consciousness. When you combine the meaning of the number and day, the result is organize wakefulness or explore balance. To summarize, today is about organizing an adventure. Be courageous, but be practical about it. The guide for the day is Red Skywalker, so it's a double helping of that adventurous spirit. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Rhythmic Skywalker, Kin 253, 7 December 2020, Exploring New Horizons. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. 7/12/2020 equals 7/3/22 equals 7/3/4 equal 14 equal 5. 7 magic, mystic, spiritual initiation. 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity, communication. 22 architect of peace, master builder. 4 form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. 5 freedom, change, transformation, liberation. Kin 253 equal 10 equal 1. Manifestation, new beginnings, leadership. What a brilliant, expansive, liberating day for building a new foundation of peace. Exactly 9 months ago, on 22 March 2020, Kin 253 aligned with Saturn, exiting Capricorn and entering the revolutionary sign of Aquarius, which was a very significant 5D marker. The coding on this day was 22-3-22, which was building a divine foundation for New Earth. Here's a recap of what I wrote on March 22nd, 2020. Saturn enters Aquarius today. Saturn represents the father, the patriarchy, authority figures in the old matrix control systems, albeit financial, banking, political, economic, social. So we have a divine alignment of codes. This is the get out of jail free card. Go and collect $200. Saturn in Aquarius is assisting our planet to break down the old patriarchal systems and make way for the implementation of the new utopian systems such as the QFS, quantum financial system, where all Earth citizens will be provided for and supported in order to live in peace and harmony and experience life as art, bliss and joy returning to our planet to its original state of Eden. Note Saturn will reside in Aquarius for a 4-month stay until July 2020. Then he returns for another visit to Capricorn, ensuring his work of dismantling the old patriarchal system is completing, tying up loose ends, then re-entering Aquarius again on December 17th, 2020 for his 2-year stay, ensuring the age of Aquarius is fully operative. How divinely perfect as Saturn in Capricorn has done its job of crumbling the old patriarchal control matrix, and in 10 days' time on December 17, 2020, Saturn finally exits Capricorn for the next 22 years. As Saturn officially re-enters Aquarius now for its 2-year visitation, this is the astrological indicator that indeed the age of Aquarius has finally arrived. Saturn is also joined by the Moon in Aquarius on December 17th, and Jupiter, the giant benefic planet, joins the Aquarian party on December 19th as it makes ready for his grand conjunction with Father Saturn, Kronos, on the solstice gateway. The solar eclipse on December 14th occurs in the sign of Sagittarius, breaking out of our collective prison cell and bringing forth justice, truth, and divine wisdom, liberating our populace as we expand into cosmic consciousness. The next day, December 15, 2020, we enter the dragon's den, the void of creation, ready to birth this new 5D Earth through the red dragon, 13-day wave spell from the 15th through the 27th, December 2020. So we are entering very exciting times, counting down to the magical days. Day 6 of the spectacular yellow star wave spell, where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives, so that our lives become a living work of art. Today we are organizing our space for greater equality and balance, building a wonderful foundation to express our expanding creative muscle. Tone of creation, rhythmic tone 6 in the physical realm, action balances, power organizes, essence equality. The rhythmic phase is the one where this all-adventuring and radiating miracle that is you learns to walk, but consciously, precisely, with fine organizational instincts, and what superb balance we see. Very soon you have mastered walking and are up and running. Go forth and explore your territory. Today we are given the opportunity to put our house in order. As they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. Tone 6 operates in the physical realm, and thus we are assisting in accomplishing physical tasks and organizing our physical living spaces. With the support of Saturn and Jupiter, we will be very busy on a personal and planetary level in making space for these new systems to form and grow. In order for something new to arrive, we have to make space for it and do some house cleaning, welcoming new visitors into a beautiful and fresh environment. Today we are spring cleaning our planet, getting ready for the new arrivals. A fantastic day for spring cleaning, feng shui, decluttering your house space, organizing your office, channeling ideas, and breaking down the steps required to accomplish your dreams and desires. Today's code is Aquarius, very exciting and adventurous. Conscious self and higher self, red Skywalker. Ben, double Skywalker day today. Ready, set, go, 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 space cadets. Don your spacesuit. Ride and let's go on a grand adventure through the galaxy. Today is totally expansive. A great day for a trip. Today's code is great for viewing Lucy in the sky with diamonds for real, without the need for any external stimuli. Surreal, supernatural visions and experiences are highly possible. Your extrasensory perception will naturally be heightened today for facilitating interdimensional experiences. Keep your eyes on the skies and tune into your dreams and astral skywalking adventures too. Exploration, expansion, and awakening are the qualities of the red Skywalker, making it a great day to venture outdoors in nature and explore our physical reality on this planet. Take a different route, venture off the beaten path, and explore what you can find that can assist you in your creations. Expand your awareness and explore infinite possibilities from which to create your art. Today's question is, how can I organize my physical reality to create more balance, exploring new opportunities and adventures in this wondrous new world of plenty? May you bring home the golden treasures of the universe in the dawning of this new, beautiful age of Aquarius. Happy adventuring, space cadets. In Lakek a la Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 253, Red, Rhythmic Skywalker. The mantra, the code for today is, I organize in order to explore. Balancing wakefulness, I seal the output of space. With the rhythmic tone of equality, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day, beloved beings of light, of intense waves of energy, frequencies, sound, codes, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below the video and the little bell to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below this video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. We would like to thank everyone for your pledges and support on Patreon and your donations. We would like to welcome today and thank Divine Brostar of the Light, Justin Russell, for your pledge and support on Patreon. We'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Louise Rose, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And we'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Melanie Myler, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And we are now again about halfway to the point of Patreon pledges and donations to be able to continue to bring these free transmissions to the world every day. Every pledge we get is a vote for us to continue our work and continue doing these daily transmissions. We have a lot of great things coming for our people, our patrons, and our angels on Patreon through guided meditation, some live events. As I have said earlier and in the video yesterday, on the 9th, we start doing a drawing every day for our pledges of $20 or higher with these goddess dolls that are handmade by my sacred condor. We have some other gifts, and then we'll be doing drawings on all levels of pledges. So you have a couple days to join us on Patreon to be put into this raffle drawing for these gifts. So you can make a pledge and support us on patreon.com/prime disclosure. And if you'd like to purchase one of these goddess dolls from my sacred queen, my sacred condor, you can purchase these at lunagoddessart.com. The link will be in the description below. And I am also working on a gift for our patrons on a very sacred moment in Death Valley. It was the second day where I connected with the great white spirit horse. And as she transmitted to me certain energy codes, and I was given the opportunity through Great Spirit, through this horse, to be taken to the higher realms. But as I was on my knees in the desert, as this beautiful, sacred white horse walked up to me, and I said, I must get to my sacred condor, my queen. I cannot fail in this mission. No matter what, I must get to her. And she bowed to me and transmitted energy, frequency, code, love, and connection to let me complete my journey to my sacred condor, where now we're anchoring in the divine union codes and Heros Gamos, the Shakti Shiva divine union in Washington State. So I'm working on putting together a presentation for our Patreon people with a slideshow, pictures, and a few short videos that I've gotten of this beautiful white spirit horse with black specks. And I will be playing the Native American flute in the background. So once I have that completed in the next couple days, I'll upload that to our Patreon page and share that with all of you and let you know when it is ready to be viewed. And you'll receive many transmissions and codes and energies coming from this most sacred, beautiful, great white spirit horse. And as we get to the point where we have enough pledges on Patreon, then we can focus our attention on the Healing Retreat Center and Sustainable Community. But until then, I must focus all of my energy on finding a sacred home that we can anchor the codes into, and I could start doing more of our work, and together we can bring many beautiful, creative, spiritual gifts to our supporters on Patreon and keep bringing these transmissions daily. And then once we are able to create the Healing Retreat Center, there'll be daily events and live streams from the center. Our patrons will be the first that will have the opportunity to be part of this vision of the Healing Retreat Center sustainable community. So you can start connecting with others on our team through the link on Discord. We put a link in our Patreon page. You'll see it if you just search for Discord or scroll down from a few days ago. There will be a link, and that's a instant messaging and platform for all of you to communicate with each other. So I'm going to end today's transmission with a sacred mantra, a sacred chant from our Angels of Light in the land of Oz, with the Uluru energy and our elders of the sacred tribes of Australia. So take a deep breath and let go into the energy. Relax your body. Put your awareness into the sound, into the frequency that comes through in this sacred frequency. Feel into the sacred sounds that come through this throat chakra and the sounds of silence. Bujari muli nawal mula budijrigar mula buyura bujari muli nawal mula budijrigar mula buyura bujari muli nawal mula budijrigar mula buyura bujari mula nawal mula budijrigar mula buyura bujari muli nawal mula budijrigar mula buyura. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. I love you all. Namaste.